Hey everybody, it's me, Kayla Friday, and the famous Buster Friday, and welcome back to our channel here at Little Cahaba Junkin. I hope you all had an amazing week and that you're safe and blessed. And I am sorry that we haven't posted a video in a while. We've just been having a lot going on. I've been working a lot. And just doing things around the house and just going and doing things with family and all that kind of stuff. But today I am going to be posting a video that's a little bit different. It's actually going to be like a compilation of different Junkin trips that I've taken recently. Because I haven't been able to get out and get a lot of footage at like one single place that will fill up an entire video, I have 3 shorter different Junkin hauls or Junkin trips that I'm going to put in this one video. So I hope you enjoy it. The first video that you're going to see is actually of me and my Aunt Penny when we were down in downtown Columbiana, Alabama. Penny actually lives in Columbiana. It is a beautiful town, as you'll see in the video, and there's awesome little shops all around Main Street. Unfortunately, several of the shops that we really enjoy weren't open because it was right after the 4th of July holiday. But you still will get to see a few of our favorite stores, including Davis Drug, and one of my absolute favorites is the Farm Company, which has a beautiful prayer tree that you'll see in the video, and all sorts of homemade goodies from local artisans and things like that. And then the last place there in Columbiana that we visited is called Dragonflies, and I know that you've heard me mention it in my home tours before, and I'll also go around after that segment and show you different things from our house that came from Dragonflies. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start the first part of the video, and we'll go tour downtown Columbiana with Aunt Penny. See you back in a minute. We're driving in downtown Columbiana. Look at all these beautiful old houses and the flags. It is just so cute. Man, I need one of these houses so bad. Just gorgeous. So we're coming down Main Street here in Columbiana, and just look at all the beautiful stuff they have, all the pretty stuff on the side of the buildings. They've got murals painted, and they've got the whole town decorated for the 4th of July. It's just adorable. They're so patriotic, and they have a big 4th of July celebration here every year. All of the front of the shops are just decorated so cute. We're about to go in and check out Davis Drug. They have lots of adorable stuff for babies, for gifts, some home decor, and also some really cute clothes that are local. If you like to fish, I highly suggest coming in here. They do sell the Coosa cotton line and all kinds of really neat goodies. This next store is the Farm Company, and it's one of my absolute favorites. They always have their storefront decorated so beautifully for each season, and they have the most amazing stuff. So many of their things are from local vendors, and they just have such neat, unique pieces that you can't find anywhere else. It's a really cool place to come in and look for gifts, and look for things for special occasions, and also to support your local artisans. So let's shop around and see what they have. I'm loving these numbers. I also just love all these really cool goat milk soaps. They have all different kinds of fun scents, and they all smell so yummy. So if you're into that, make sure you come in and check them out. Also cool bath bombs and other awesome stuff. Lots of just such fun, awesome gifts. And I just love these tea towels also. I could have spent so much money. guys, this is something so special about this store. This is a beautiful prayer tree that people can come in and pin their prayer requests to. It is so beautiful. It means so much to have something so precious in the community where we can all support each other, because that's what life is about, supporting your brothers and sisters in Christ and being a shoulder for everyone to lean on. The next store is unfortunately not open, but it's right next to the farm company and it has awesome stuff. And next we're going into Dragonflies. You've heard me speak about them on my channel several times, so let's go check it out. I absolutely love this mantle. If I hadn't already purchased mine, I would come snag this. You guys, it was less than $150. If you need a mantle, hurry and go buy this one before someone else does. It's gorgeous. Okay guys, didn't you enjoy seeing Columbiana? It is just the most beautiful little town. They have the cutest stores, and I especially love the farm company just because of all the really interesting, neat things they have. A lot of their products are from local vendors, and I just love how Christian oriented they are, and I love, love, love that prayer tree that you saw in the video. It's just so special and meaningful that a store is willing just to do that for its people that comes in, or its customers, and just willing to extend the Christian hand of fellowship. But the next video that I'm going to be showing you guys is actually a video that was taken several weeks ago of me and one of my good friends, Leslie. She is my coworker, and she's also a nurse, and we just love each other so much and have a good time. And she doesn't normally go junking, so I took her out with me junking at brain fart. Buster, I'm having a brain fart. What's that place called? The Brass Bear. I took her junking at the Brass Bear, and I've got several things in my home from the Brass Bear as well, and I will go through at the end of the video like I will with the first one and just show you some things around my house that I purchased from the Brass Bear. But without further ado, let's let all of you meet Leslie. Now I got my friend, my bestie girl, Leslie. She's coming with me today, and we're gonna go to the Brass Bear and see what goodies we can find. Caps right here. Ooh, this is so nice, girl. I love them.
Just a little hints of blue.
Them some pretty blue glasses, ain't they, Leslie?
And a duck.
That's a swan, but entire booth.
People with horse photos are fairly rich.
People with horse photos are rich.
Let me tell you what I'm talking about. So this thing right here, this beige thing, you can put that in a lawyer's office.
Yes,
I
you
can see them
could.
sitting in there with their
For
beige
sure.
magazines, the horse magazines with English saddles, and then you got your horse photo.
They could also put their magazines in that real pretty big dough bowl over there.
Yeah. And then the horse photo. Anytime you see a horse photo, you know
Them equestrian people's rich. That's right. I love that basket and little picture of that little boy up top too.
Those are pretty.
We could make those if we could just find some cheap. Okay, guys, wasn't Leslie a lot of fun? She is an absolute hoot. I know you guys just love her. She is a big hot mess, just like me. We can't be left unsupervised because we just talk so much and get to laughing and have a good time. But she is a great nurse and a good friend, and I'm glad I was able to take her on a little Junkin adventure. But the last video I'm going to share with you guys is actually of a store called Plain and Simple. It's in Jemison, Alabama, and it is relatively new. It's been there less than 5 years, but it's right off the interstate in Jemison, Alabama, and it is just absolutely beautiful. They have wonderful primitive items, lots of handmade items, and just unique items you can't find anywhere else. So without further ado, now let's go see what Plain and Simple is all about. Can you tell I love to say without further ado? I try to be fancy, even though I'm just a little redneck girl. Okay, friends, I know that you absolutely love Plain and Simple. They have some absolutely beautiful pieces. I didn't actually purchase anything from Plain and Simple that day, but I do have a few pieces in my home that I've purchased from there before, and I'll show you those. But I just really get a lot of inspiration from them. They have a great way of setting up vignettes that's really inspiring and beautiful, so I really enjoy them. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to kind of take you around my house and show you some various pieces that I've bought from those 3 stores that we just toured. So let's go check it out. So just sharing some of my finds from these various places. These really pretty plantation shutters as well as the pretty door and shutter in the corner, as well as this chair, all came from Dragonflies. And I just love each of these pieces so much. As far as the brass bear, my biggest piece is definitely my hutch. I love it so much, and I purchased it for less than $100. And also several of my accordion racks came from brass bear. This beautiful vintage phone, and also this beautiful window also came from Dragonflies. All right, guys, I know this video has been kind of everywhere and choppy, and I'm sorry that I haven't posted in a while, like I said before. I just haven't been able to get out and do a whole lot. As you know, this is not my job. I do have a full-time job as a nurse, but this is a wonderful hobby of mine, and I love sharing my adventures with you guys. So just bear with me, and I'm going to continue to post when I can, but I do have lots of really, really good shows and lots of ideas coming up soon. But to wrap up the video, you know I like to always share a little bit of inspiration, words of wisdom and words of encouragement. And I know on my last video I had shared with you all the story of Parker, who is the granddaughter of one of our subscribers here on YouTube and followers on Instagram. And also I shared that my mother, her name's Debbie, was having some health problems. And I also had another subscriber reach out to us on Instagram about her daughter, whose name is Landon. Landon is 24 years old, and she is a teacher. She lives here in Alabama, and she was recently married to her the love of her life within the last couple of months. But she just found out recently some just devastating news that she has breast cancer. And obviously her and her entire family are devastated. But they are Christian people, and they love the Lord, and they know that this has a purpose. So I ask all of you to please remember Landon when you pray, and remember her family, and just pray that the Lord will encourage them and just touch her body and just give her strength and healing. I did get a praise report from Parker's grandmother. She said that she's actually doing better, that the treatment seemed to be working for her, and the doctors are just amazed. And they can't believe it, but we know that there's power in prayer, and I'm so thankful that she's keeping us updated on her. And I also have to say that my mom is doing so much better. She has been taking some iron medication, some iron supplements, and she feels so much better, and she's also been sleeping so much better at night. So thank you all who have taken a moment out of your day to pray for us and pray for these prayer requests. And like I always say, feel free to drop any prayer requests in the comments, because so many of our subscribers are believers and Christian people, and we will lift you up and just continue to lift us up. But with all that being said, this is a perfect kind of intro to the passage that I'm going to read. And this is from a book called Walking with God 365 Daily Devotions. It was purchased by my husband at Walmart. It's by the author David Jeremiah, and he purchased this for me as a gift. But the chapter, or the passage that we're going to read today, is titled Why. It says, "We know that all things work together for the good of those who love God, to those who are the called according to his purpose." Romans 8:28. So basically what this passage is going to be talking about is, as Christians, we often question God and say, why? Why did these things happen? For example, why does our grandchildren and our children get sick? Why does our parents get sick? Why do we have financial problems? Why do we lose our jobs? Why do we have failed relationships? Why are our pets sick? Why does our car break down? Why does the water heater need to be replaced? All kinds of things. We just think because we're Christians that life is going to be easy and a bed of roses. But it's not. And there's so many times that the Lord allows challenges in our life to help us grow as Christians, and also just to further his purpose. But I'm going to just read this quick passage, and then we'll talk about it for just a second. But it says, every Christian eventually has an experience that seems totally inconsistent in life of what should be experienced by a child of God. It may involve your health, your finances, relationships, careers, property, or even your family. Whatever the experience is, you will come through it with one nagging question. Why, Lord? that question is acceptable to God. He's not angered by our desire for answers. It says here, so the Lord is not going to be upset with you asking why. Why is this happening to me? Because that's just our human nature. It says, as an example here, Job was never rebuked by God for wanting to understand his own experiences. And if you are a Christian, you remember Job. Job was a very devout Christian follower of God. And God allowed all sorts of things to happen to Job, didn't he, Buster? Say, Job was having a hard time. It was so bad at one point, you're rocking the camera, for Job, that his wife even said, Job, just go outside and curse God and die. But Job never did that. He did question God, but he never turned his back away from God. And only, Buster, quit rocking the camera. It says, only after an extended period of questioning by God did Job realize that he didn't know God at all. Job never received a good answer to his why question, but he did receive something even better. The realization that God is so big and so wise that whatever he chooses to do will work out best in the end, because God's all-knowing and he sees the future where we cannot. And there are so many other pieces in play that we can't see and that we can't understand as humans. But Job learned what Paul eventually summarized in Romans 8:28, all things work together for good for those who love God. But if you have a why question today, instead of seeking an immediate answer, seek the answerer himself. So basically, we never really know a lot of times why something happens. And it's so easy to question our faith and just question our walk with the Lord when bad things happen to us, because that's just human nature. But instead of seeking an answer as why this is happening, seek the Father himself. It says seek the answerer. Ask the Lord to just open your eyes and open your heart to his wisdom and to his blessings. Buster, give me one more second here. Don't interrupt the Bible study. But like it says here in our devotion, and you'll see Buster in the background. I had to pause the video because he was cutting up. But like it says here in the passage, instead of seeking the answer to why, seek the answerer, or seek the Lord. Always seek his face in times of trial. And there's just really no answer as to why bad things happen to us as Christians. But I do know that there is a purpose to everything. And not everything may be according to God's will, but his will be done regardless in the end. But to every pain, I know that there is something at work. To every struggle, I know there's a victory. And there's so much prosperity to all of the pain and suffering that is in the world. The Lord can just turn ashes into beauty, and he can just resurrect us from our pain and our sorrows. But anyway, I just wanted to share that little passage with you. I pray that you have a wonderful weekend. I'm sorry that I'm rambling on. Me and Buster really enjoy having you here. If you're new, make sure you hit subscribe and just follow us also on Instagram and on Facebook. And just have a blessed weekend, and we'll see you next time. Lots of cool videos coming up, so stay tuned and be safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.